I'm here as a part of an international coaching basketball education program, which is under International Basketball Federation, FIBA, Olympic Solidarity Department of International Olympic Committee, U.S. Olympic Committee, and also University of Delaware, and of course, Mount St. Mary's University. That's what they decided. They have made some investigations about the proper school to send their coaches. Apparently, Mount St. Mary had all the things that they had considered for a coach to have a very good experience.
I have a friend who works with FIBA and the International Olympic Committee, Matt Robinson, and Matt contacted me and wanted to know if we'd be interested in hosting Safa. And I've hosted coaches from other countries during my career, and certainly was eager to do so. So it's been great.
After my retirement as a player, I started doing some administrative job in our basketball federation as the person in charge of kids basketball for kids under 12, which was internationally known as mini basketball. Then I shifted after a while for coaching. So started with a limited coaching and technical stuff with our young age groups as a technical advisor in 2004, and then I moved on and started being as an assistant coach in our national team first in 2005, and then did some job with our clubs in leagues, and then again I was back with our national team as an assistant coach in 2009. When we could win the Asian title for the second time in a row, and we qualified for the World Championship in 2010 in Turkey. The purpose of this course or education program, is to serve as a shadow coach in a Division I NCAA basketball team. And I'm really glad that I found this opportunity working with the very knowledgeable and experienced coaching staff here at Mount St. Mary's. As a shadow coach, I have the opportunity of closely observe all the practices, meetings, and game situation with the Mount St. Mary's team on the road or at home. That was what I tried to learn from as much as I could have the opportunity.
Mostly observing at this point, given the NCAA regulations, he can just observe, but he sat in on all of our meetings and practices. He's also, had been able to discuss life in Iran and those types of things. So that's kind of been his focus, and then he's gotten to see Emmitsburg and traveled with us a bit.
Well, things are very different because our basketball has been influenced by many coaches coming from Europe. And there is a difference in basketball played in Europe and in the States. Something which I learned is the organization of the practices, and also the approach towards the games is different. And in my opinion, one other important thing is the structure of the games and also organizations of the games, which is totally different and very new to me. As I said, I'm really appreciative because of the opportunity I have here. Our coaching staff here, they are very experienced and very knowledgeable, and I could learn a lot of stuff, not only from technical and basketball point of views, but also from their approach and perspective towards the game of the basketball.
Hopefully the players, just from an initial point, the players have learned the cultural, aspects, gotten to meet someone from a different country, a country that in many ways there's some negative stereotypes about, and some of those stereotypes hopefully have been broken down. And certainly as coaches, we have learned in that way as well. From a basketball standpoint, we have shared thoughts, mostly by him asking questions. Whenever you have someone around asking you questions, it puts you in a position to continue to think more about what it is that you do. And so for me, his questions make me better.
Well, surely there are some major differences in the culture that we have in both countries, and but end of the day, I think humanity is humanity. Wherever you go, people are people.
It was a great experience. I would host somebody again. It would be, I'd be happy to do that.
فرارسیدن سال میلادی جدید و همینطور تعطیلات کریسمس رو به بینندگان عزیز تبریک عرض میکنم.